Yo, 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 everybody, it's Shamika. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. All right. So if you guys have not been paying attention, y'all know I talk about counter surveillance a lot. And if you don't know what counter surveillance is nothing more than you basically having a private investigator that is following you, getting all of your information and putting it online. And so that's the surveillance part. The counter part can be when someone uses it in a way that they should not be. Whether that is law enforcement, whether that is your baby daddy, or someone that just doesn't like you, okay? So I'm going to tell you how this works. Now, y'all already know this is me. Y'all know I don't try to tell you guys anything that I have not done or don't have any experience with, okay? So this is one of my favorite places. It is called Optory, right? Now I'm logged in, so you guys will not see this screen. I'm going to show you what the screen looks like when you are not logged in. Hopefully, let me see if it will show me. Okay, so what I love about Optory. Now, Optory is a company. Now, I'm going to tell y'all. Remember, none of these companies are your friend, okay? So, although Optory has this service where they survey, or shall I say, they use counterintelligence by searching the internet for your information, and they compile all of your information into a report and then give that report to you. Now, the reason that I do like Optory is because Optory gives you 225 plus sites, okay? 225, okay, plus. So imagine you having 225 plus private investigators digging into your trash, which is why I suggest everybody have a shredder. I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys pay attention, but the best way for somebody to get to know you other than using sites like this is just to go through your garbage. You can tell a lot about a person through their garbage. So if you don't want anybody having any information, get you a shredder and shred as much as you can. I even shred junk mail, okay? Just because I just don't want anybody having any information. But as you guys can see, and I'm going to show y'all shortly, I do have a profile. So let me run through this really quick. Optory is that site that does that counter surveillance that I'm talking about. Their whole job is to basically, I'm going to say it's like a bait and switch. They're going to bait you. They're going to send you these reports letting you know that your information is out there. And if you would like your information removed, to give them a call or to upgrade to one of their services. So I'm going to show you. So I signed up and I've been with them over 6 months because I wanted to give it enough time to see if it's going to work. Now I have the free basic. I can choose to pay, but I don't, and I'm going to show you guys why I haven't chosen to pay. Everybody is different. So look at what it's saying here. It is saying, how exposed are you? Well, it is saying to me that I have a 37% risk. Okay, 37% of my information, or I guess they could say not my information. I am 37% exposed. So basically, there's information out there about me, but they feel that it's not so much that at least I'm not over 50%, okay? And some of that could be due to the fact that I freeze things. So if you guys have your credit reports frozen, if you have your LexisNexis, some of those other reports frozen, that could contribute to why this number here is low. Okay. Now, right here, they're telling me they have 227 data brokers, and I'm not, electing to do anything. I'm not upgrading. This is information you guys should be able to, basic information you guys should be able to figure out. So let me show you what's important on here. What is important here is it's telling me that right now they have found 73 profiles. They did 73 screenshots, and they are showing me what my information is that's out there. Now, I'm not going to open this up for you guys because it ain't none of y'all damn business. But if you look here, look at that. That's them. xlek.com, Public Data USA, Florida Residents, Pub 360. Some of these I already know, but they're giving you 73 different, y'all heard me, not one, different websites where your information is populating. Now, Some of y'all may go, damn, 73 is a lot, but wait until you sign up, okay? And my information, a lot of my stuff is frozen, so I can imagine what some of you guys are going to have. And if you guys go to this site, please, after you I've been with them maybe a week or two, make sure you come back to this video and drop that number. I am curious of what your percentage is. What's your exposure percentage, all right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all when I move on shortly how this is very reminiscent or very close to Clear. I am actually going to do a video front face when I start talking about Clear, but I want you guys to pay attention that this screen setup is very similar to what law enforcement sees about you when they run a background on you, all right? So let's move on. So they are showing, look at that, all 227 websites. Now, I did not select for them to remove anything, so there are going to be no removals in progress, and there also are going to be no removals completed. But I'll tell you what I do like is, let me move over. If you go to Optory gives you the information to hide your information. They give you the link to where to hide your information. Now, I ain't going to open up. Let me see. I would open up anyone, but I ain't no telling what they're going to show. So y'all already saw the name. Cool. Y'all know the name, whatever. I can't necessarily hide that from y'all, but it gives you the link. It tells you that you can email them to opt out, or you can go here on the link here to opt out. So all of these should come with a link to be able to opt out. So let's go here. Let's see. Okay, good. People search. All right. So this one has no information, nowhere for you to opt out. Now, I would tell you, if they don't have it, that doesn't mean that there isn't one. Okay. This is a real live website. You can always go to that website and see if they've updated or put information out there for you. Okay. So I'm just going to go down and let you see. Now, y'all are going, damn, 227 websites? Yes, these websites are called data analytic companies, and companies that get your analytics, they basically sell that data to other companies who in turn use it to sell products to you, to market products to you. Also, to use your information to go into the Clear report, okay? This, there are tons, more than 227, y'all, okay? These are just some of the websites that we may look for when we are going to Google, and go into Google and type your name, okay? Some of these are the websites that are going to pop up, all right? Let me make these a little bigger so you guys can see. But, you know, these are the websites that are going to pop up, all right? I know y'all know Intellis. Okay, I'm sure y'all probably know Checkmate, some of those. Now, look at this, Neighbor Who. Now, I want y'all to remember, look at this, Neighbor Report. The reason I want you to remember that is because when we start talking about the Clue Report, I want you guys to remember this is where some of that information is coming from, okay? Now, some of the other places that the information is coming from, and I'm just scrolling so you guys can see, is going to be court records. It's going to be federal court records. It's going to be your credit reports. It's going to be LexisNexis. So these companies are outsourcing information, but they are not just sourcing information from your Facebook. They are doing it from your social media accounts. Let me tell you that. So what you're putting on social media, somebody's taking a screen snapshot of, and I don't mean your haters. I mean companies like this. They take screenshots, snapshots, and they use that, and this is how people are able to build a profile of the type of person you are. You ever seen those shows and the FBI? They always have a behavior analyst. They take facts, they take things about you, not just the crimes you've done. A lot of times they can look at your profile. I can tell a lot about a person just by the pages they like, okay? If you want to know about somebody, and ladies, this is a trick, okay? And believe me, I am far from the expert, okay? But that is something that you can do. Go and look at the pages individuals like. That says a lot about them, all right? If they're messy, if they're into gossip, drama, if they're into holistic stuff, if they're into cars, you name it, it's all right there. And this is what these companies do. They take this information and they compile and make a report about you. And this report basically says everything. Did you remember I showed you guys that site that said Neighbor Who, Neighbor Me? Those things take information of your neighbors. So if you move around a lot, if you were to pull your you may not be able to pull your clear well, you're not going to be able to pull your clear report, but you will be able to pull a LexisNexis report. Sometimes if you get a background from the government, you are able to see some things. Now, your neighbors, if you moved around a lot, they will show up in these reports. Okay? You ever watch on TV how it says especially when somebody's done something criminal, they turn around and in 24 to 48 hours they done already talked to all the neighbors. Some of them aren't neighbors that they just in the places that they live now. Some of them are neighbors from other places. Why? Because somebody's pulling the clear report, law enforcement. And what are they doing with that information? They're turning around and they're taking that information and they're building a 360-degree report on you. Tells everything about you. Now, I'm stopping here and I'm going to go to Corporation Wiki. All right. Now, if you guys don't know what Corporation Wiki is, it's just like Wikipedia, but it lists if an individual has a business. So if you are a business owner, remember that is public record. So once you sign up as that business owner, now your information can get over here to this Corporation Wiki. And guess what? It ends up on this page. All right. So just so you guys know. Now look at that. California dentist. Now, didn't they tell us that our information was all that stuff about HIPAA violation and keeping things quiet? Well, let me tell you something. All of it is true, but it's also a lie. Okay. Now they cover for a certain amount, but I say it's true because yes, there is a form. Yes, there is a HIPAA privacy policy. Yes, these things are in effect. But what they don't tell you in that fine print that probably never makes to the page is that some of your information is going to get leaked or released anyway. Okay. Now it may not put your medical diagnosis, but why would they have a dentist office here? I'm not making this up. Y'all, look, I'm trying to make this as big as possible so y'all can see I am not with the crap, okay? This stuff is really here. So somebody's outsourcing information from somewhere, okay? And from somewhere, all right? And that is not I never even went to California, but I bet you if you live in California, it's So now it could be that this could also be for a repository for where they keep nurses or individuals who have licenses. So if you are like a massage therapist, if you have any type of professional license, it's more than likely going to come up in these repository, in these types of sites. Now, I know y'all probably are thinking, there ain't no way our information would be in a our medical information being in our reports. Well, that's not exactly true, guys. Like I said, they're not going to tell your diagnosis, but I can tell you one thing for sure, is they make determinations based off of who you are. If you're a risky individual, high risk or low risk, based off your lifestyle, okay? And they can get various things from your lifestyle. Did you know that the Medical Bureau has a report that they give that you can go and collect? You can go and see this report, and it is a report that basically lists if you are abusing prescriptions. How many times are you coming back to get that codeine? How many times are you going to get that oxy? How many times are you going to get those blues? Okay. So if you are going and you're refilling, or you get a ding in your account, or you're being told that you can't come back to this pharmacy anymore, that's going in a report, guys. And that report is something that you can request. Now, it's not going to be here on Optory. I'm going to show you guys another site, and I don't think I have it up right now, but I am going to. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay. But they definitely have stuff that it keeps your information. And you know what? I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to bring it up on another video. I'm just going to link the two videos together. So, because I'm trying to think of what the information is right now. I don't even want to figure it out. Okay. So, Medical Bureau reports they have on you. Rental history report. So you getting evicted, baby. It is not just at the courthouse. Some of y'all don't even realize that they are checking the courthouse too. A lot of you going, well, it's on my credit. It's more than just your credit, guys. So your information is out there. Now, I want to give some game. Okay. Now, y'all know I'm always giving game, dropping gems, and I want y'all to pay attention. Now, let me say this. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Y'all not getting me in trouble. But if anyone were to try to hide or create a new identity, okay, I want you guys to think about something. Or okay, let me back up. So if individuals are running, fleeing, say you're a victim of domestic violence, or say that you are an individual, you're changing your name. So basically you're starting over, right? If you don't want to be found, I'm going to tell you right now, this is why CPNs are important to a lot of people, okay? Because it gives you the opportunity to have a new identity, all right? The reason that you want this is because as soon as you go and apply for an apartment, as soon as you go and you cut those utilities on in your name, as soon as you go and you move somewhere else and you starting over your life, you transferring things from one place to another place, guess what's happening? You are rebuilding this report right here, fresh and new. So now when you are out there doing your thing, okay, being the best that you can be, you now have to worry about being found because your information is out there. It's public record, all right? So if anybody's hiding, they starting over, all of those things, your best bet is to change your name, okay? And now once I get into clear, we're going to talk about what changing your name can and cannot do to you, okay? But that's what you're going to need to do is change your name. Now look at that. It says sealed records. Okay, let's see if they got a link to unsubscribe. Yes, they do. Okay, good. So they got information, all right? So see, look, they had something in there for me. It wasn't anything that was private, but absolutely. So there you go. So now, mind you, it doesn't help I have a social media too, okay? So definitely not hiding from anybody. It's kind of hard to hide. If you got a TikTok, any of those things, it's very hard to hide. I also want you guys to think about something too. If you are on social media and you are taking pictures with your friends and you're tagging them, please know that you are now linking them as a neighbor. So the chances of them being associated with you when doing a background check becomes very high because of the clear report. I know y'all going, what is this clear report? I promise I'm going to get to it. It's a whole nother thing. But that clear report's going to definitely give your info. So be mindful when you are tagging photos with people. Give you an example. Now we know he's passed away now, but just say I tagged Jeffrey Dahmer back when we were friends and hanging out all the time. And then all of a sudden what happens and he's getting investigated. Well, guess who's going to come up because I'm all in his pictures all the time? Me. Why? Because we're tagged together. Did y'all know y'all could just go on Facebook? I could type somebody's name and I could see everyone that's tagged them. It's just that. If I can do that and I'm not even doing, and that's counter surveillance. Let me just say that. That is counter surveillance. So anybody can run counter surveillance on anyone. And I know it sounds all private eye, private investigator type, but that's exactly what it is. If you are looking online, you're looking up somebody else, you are doing counter surveillance. This unfortunately can be used maliciously. There are evil, nasty people out there. So I'm telling you guys, you need to, if you go to this site, go and block your information out. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you block your information out, you go to all 225 websites. Okay, God bless you if you were able to do it and block all your stuff. As soon as you apply for anything, guess what's going to happen? You're going to need to come right back here and check to see who's reporting. You're going to need to come back here. And you're going to need to see who's reporting on you now so that you can go back to that place and change it or delete it. So if you clean all this information up, but you get sued, it's going on there. If you clean all this information up, but then you file bankruptcy, it's going in there. If you clean all this up and you get a speeding ticket, you get into a car accident, any change in your life that involves paperwork, anything that's going to involve your name, your birthday, your social, your address, any type of change is going to show. Now, if you did an address change with the government, with the post office, guess what? Both addresses are going to be on there. So if you're hiding, please know that this is a great site to go and surveil yourself so that you can see where you need to hide yourself or be able to go here and remove yourself better so that you're not being surveilled so much. And again, I said, people who are victims of domestic violence, ladies, gentlemen, please pay attention. You think you are running, but if you have not either changed your name or staying on top of a site like Optory to make sure that your information is not reporting, then guess what? You're leaving yourself wide open. especially if the individual can find you. Don't leave yourself wide open, okay? I hate to even sometimes do some of these videos because I know that there are people that are going to do nefarious things, but I try to talk to everybody because it's important for people to know. One more thing before I finish this. You guys look here, it says mugshot. What I need you guys to understand is in the majority of our states here in the United States, it is illegal for companies to take your picture, your mugshot from the police actual website and then repost it to their website. If you can go and find that out in your state, you should be able to type that into Google to be able to see. But most states already have a pre-prepared letter that you can just print out, sign, send to the company. You're probably going to print out a copy of your mugshot too, just so you can show them. And you're going to send it in, and usually that letter tells them that they have about 10 days to take your picture down, and if they don't, then you are going to hit them up with a lawsuit. Okay, now I know in Florida, if they don't take it down, it's $1,000, all right? But it's $1,000 per website. So some of y'all are sitting out there on some money that y'all are not even chasing down, okay? So if you got Cousin Pookie and Ray Ray and them, and they've been arrested and in and out of jail all the time, I'm talking to you mamas, I'm talking to you aunties, I'm talking to you grandmas, because I know how we are on our boys. So if that is you, you need to go and tell them to go and get these things removed. Why? Because that's why they can't get no job, because the internet is telling all that dang on business. Now, I'm not saying that people should hide, but if you have the option to have your information completely revealed, you should also be able to have the option to have your information completely concealed, okay? So I'm just keeping it fair. I hope everybody does the right thing with this. Learn something from this, but I will tell you, even if you have a CPN, because I know some of y'all are going to ask me about that. If you have a CPN, you can go and create the account in the new person that you are, and then you can do the same things and search yourself. And I'm going to tell you why it would be a good idea to do it, because you need to see what it's showing about how long you've been around. Some of you are concerned about your CPNs telling all your information or not showing enough information, and then you can't go get an apartment. Now, I'm only talking about people that really use them for apartments. I am not talking about cars and all that other stuff. And the reason why I'm not talking about that kind of things is because now y'all are really going down the rabbit hole. And a lot of times you're going to have another ID. Sometimes in apartments you don't really have to show an ID, but some places you do. So I'm not going to say that you don't. But if you are really going to ride out this CPN thing, most of you are going to have to get an ID too, which means you're going to have to go along with this new person who you say you are. And if you're moving and moving here and moving there and moving there, you need to make sure that your information at least is reporting correctly, even if it ain't really you. Why? Because it could come back to bite you. And some of y'all don't know that they could have linked your CPN to you, the real person, and the easiest way to find out is just by looking on here. Why? Because you cannot have the same friends and say you're a different person. Remember that neighbor site I was talking about? Y'all need to be mindful, because these computers pick up IP addresses. So if you're going to be on here as Nene, but you're also going to be Maria, you can't be two people and be trying to operate all on the same equipment. Y'all got to move smart, okay? So again, this is for entertainment and educational purpose only. Y'all not get me in trouble. I'm just giving y'all some information to let y'all know how y'all catch yourselves up. I'm actually think I'm going to make a separate video for the clear report, but I do want you guys to understand that this is counter surveillance. This is how people are getting your information. This is how people are knowing stuff about you. This is how people are marketing things to you. And this is also how individuals like Darius Cooks, that chef guy who was telling other people to go out and threaten folks and send them all kind of nasty stuff in the mail. They were getting information from sites just like this. Just like the girl, God, I cannot remember her, the Jenkins girl, may she rest her soul. I can't even think her name right now. But I saw on Twitter that people wanted to get the information of the other individuals that went on the trip to Mexico with her. And you know what they did? They went right to these sites. And they were posting their addresses, phone numbers, cousin's name, mama name, relatives, neighbors, all of that, because it's all right here. Okay, 227 of them that this site has, but I'm telling you guys, it's thousands more than we could ever be able to really clean up. But I can tell you this, the reason that these are selected over the other thousands is because these are going to be the ones that probably come up in the first couple pages when you're searching. People aren't going to go through 20, 30 pages to find somebody. They ain't doing that much counter surveillance unless they're getting paid for it, okay? So anyway, I know I got excited and I get to talking, but y'all know I'm very passionate about this stuff. I want you guys to be protected and informed regardless of whatever it is you want to do. It's your business. Please keep your exposure level down, okay? People are getting smarter out there, guys, and y'all watch my videos. I'm telling you, I read those reports, and the reason that people are able to open up credit cards in your name and don't need to know much, don't even need to talk to you, is because they get all the information they need from here. Some of the questions are places I grew up. It's gonna say it right here. My kid's name, it's gonna say it right here. My maiden name. Do I need to keep saying it? Y'all get my point, right? All right, so I hope I taught you guys something new. Please go and check out Optory. And no, Optory didn't give me a dime to do this video. I wanted to do this for you guys so you can see that it is the real deal. I told you guys last Monday I was going to do it. So go and sign yourself up. Just do the free account for now and get a couple reports and look at what those reports say about you. And then decide what you want to do. If you guys need assistance, you need any help, or you got any questions, please make sure you hit me up. I do consultations, all right? Talk to you guys soon. Be blessed, and please like, subscribe, and share my videos. Have a good one, guys. Bye.